It's that time again. It's time for another Saturday night special where we talk about everything rockhounding related. Well, this past weekend was an excellent weekend. I went to the very last opening for the season up at the Wild Turkey Mine. I didn't really go up there to do a bunch of like rock hounding. I have plenty of the material. I did bring back 3 rocks from the Wild Turkey Mine. For those of you who aren't aware, the Wild Turkey Mine is up here in Northeast Washington. I'll drop a link to the listing for it on my website. But basically, you can get really beautiful pieces of serpentine, often referred to as noble serpentine. Healerite is another trade name that has been applied to it. But overall, it's great. It's fun to see the progress that Jim has made up there at the mine, and just to meet people. I did bring back 3 rocks. First off, I brought back that one. I don't know. It's just kind of ended up coming home. Now these might have to look at them outside. But you can see this like super bright green color, very lovely, and you can that'll fit nicely in the saw. Which for me, that's important. Something that fits nicely in the saw. There is also some material that I didn't really have any of, and it's this stuff. Now, in the shop, it doesn't look super great, but when we take it outside and we look at it, and we get it a little wet, we can really start to see that this has like some nice splotches of red in it. It's very like almost pastel in color, and I like it. I'm starting to lean towards a softer color palette as far as I guess just like personal preference goes. Some people specifically will collect different colors of a rock. Somebody will have all blue rocks or have a shelf of all blue stuff. But like the kind of more light pastels, I certainly find very appealing. I also, about maybe 10 days ago, I took a rock. This is just a piece of petrified wood. You can kind of see that grain there. This piece of petrified wood. And, a thing that is often said is you can bleach these. You can take your dark, blackened petrified wood and bleach them. And, I tried just that. I took the end cut there, and I soaked it in 100% Clorox bleach for about, 10 or 11 days. And we got no change. So, now it's entirely possible, right, that it is something that can be done, just not on this piece of petrified wood, but I'm going to keep trying. The idea is that, like, you can bleach the carbon out of petrified wood. I don't really know if that's true. I wonder if it's just a thing people have said. I've never seen a before and after. So I'm going to I have other black pieces of petrified wood from different localities. So I'm going to keep cutting them and soaking one piece in bleach and seeing if there's any way that I can kind of make that happen. I don't know. I was hoping that it would just easily work. So one thing about this material is I want to do some cuts on it and then take those cuts and try stabilizing it. I think that's great material for that, because sometimes you'll make cuts in it and you'll just have these like hairline fractures going through like a slab, to where you can snap it in half, but if you stabilized it, maybe that would be enough to kind of really solidify the material some. That's something that I definitely want to spend some time on this winter, yeah, kind of just working on that, get the stabilization stuff going. Also, I received a very, very lovely package this week from Rick down there in California. And Rick, I like that he sent it in a little container there. We have some very beautiful tumbled petrified wood. A lot of beautiful pieces. It's kind of funny, we're talking about it. I'm like, I see this and I'm like, I don't think you could bleach that out. But then, I don't know. That's an amazing piece right there. I wonder. I don't want to mess up somebody's rock that they gave me, but a piece like that, it'd be fun to like perfectly have a portion of it in bleach if it actually worked, and have it be like half and half. Here, let's dump all these out. I'm gonna have to find a good home for these. These are really nice. It looks like he did a pretty good job with the tumble. I'm not a rock tumbler. That's not my world. I sold my rock tumbling stuff. It's just not. I don't have the what can I say? I don't have the patience for it. The idea is awesome, and I love seeing like a little pile of tumbled rocks. It looks good for sure. He also, of course, look at all these agates that he sent. Look at that piece of carnelian. There's some true beauties in here. Rick, you're too kind, buddy. Too kind. Let's see. Let's pick out some. I mean, obviously, that one right there is very cool. A lot of these are from Montana, it would appear. There's some nice little banding in that. But yeah, that kind of classic Montana Yellowstone River agates. Very cool. Thank you so much. But, he didn't just stop there. He knows, I think he knows that I have a soft spot. I have a soft spot for books, okay? Like, when I'm not one to, like, frivolously shop, but I definitely do my fair share of thrift store and eBay hunting of cool books, and he sent 3 books. Now, I love these golden guides, okay? So the only one that I have this one already. And the illustrations in this are superb. Now, I want to make an important point here about illustrations and things. In many ways, they do more than like just a photo, because the illustrator can easily like accentuate features that can sometimes be hard with photography. So I already have this one, but I think I'll probably find a new home for it, or whatever. It's very cool though. These two though, I've never seen these before. It's interesting too. We got some price differences here: $1.50, $1.95, and $2.95. They're from the 60s. The landforms one, I've never seen this before. Very cool, just kind of like some geologic info, and like, yeah, the illustrations are just amazing. I feel like modern books don't have as good of photos or illustrations as you see in some of these older ones. This is one that I've tried to keep my eyes peeled for, but it just hasn't shown up. So this is amazing to actually see it in person. But very cool. Thank you so much, Rick. That's very, very, very kind of you, buddy. Speaking of books, good books, one thing that I have personally found to be of, I guess, a great interest. Like, obviously, I think if you're here, you're watching this, you're 10 minutes into the Saturday night special. We all love rocks here. We love rocks. I think an aspect that I'm trying to learn more about and explore is the human aspect of rock hounding, mineral collecting, having an understanding of our history, both kind of like, I guess, like the current state of things, as well as, you know, the last 100 years, last several 100 years. So as I get books and I start to learn about these things, man, okay, all right. So I've got some more stuff from the mineralogical record. I was trolling on eBay, and these came up, and these are high up on my my list that I've wanted to get. We have mineral collections in the Pacific Northwest, okay, and yeah, I mean I wanted to learn more about the people that have collected before me and what they found valuable. So to see something like this is very, very helpful. It was a lot of books. We also have the mineral collections in Texas, which these are kind of all in the same vein a little bit. So I'm looking forward to reading these. My winter reading is piling up, but I certainly love going into winter with like a healthy stack of books, because I know there's going to be many days ahead where I will have, I don't know, I'll be going out in blowing snow and want to come in and sit down and do some reading, and boom, right there. I think, speaking of books, we should probably talk about this. Maybe you saw the review I did of this past week, and I've been thinking a lot about what makes for a good book and what makes a bad book. Now, let's put these here so we can have some space. Okay, what makes for a good book? I think what makes for a good video first is good rockhounding videos. You are seeing somebody's experience. At no point will somebody say, this is, come here, you will find blank. Or if they do, it's very clear that you're watching somebody's experience. When I go out and go rockhounding, you're seeing our experience on that day. And because this is YouTube, everything's dated, my website is dated, everything has a date. You're seeing a snapshot in time. So it's very likely that if you went out a week later, you would be able to replicate my experience. A month, maybe 6 months, a year. But you start to get further back in time, and you can take the age of that content and apply that and be like, well, you know, this video that I saw is 3 years old or 5 years old, or the book, the actual information in it is from 2012. You can use that to inform your opinion. Now, I think bad books are books like this, where they say, go here and find blank. Good books are books where they say not what you will find, but what has been found, okay? So you look at a book like this, and we're like, this is what has been found. And that is huge. At no point are they promising you're going to go out and go out to this area in Idaho and find these things. However, it has been found in the past. So that is good. Similarly, I'm going to pick on my friend Kate because I like Kate. And Kate put out an awesome book about the Yellowstone River. And in this, she doesn't say, go to the X on the map and you'll find a piece of petrified wood. This is a book of her experiences, similar to YouTube. These videos here that you watch of us, it's our experiences. You can then use that to inform, make an informed decision. But, her book is excellent, and it's, what can I say? You definitely watched her stuff, but you should check it out. Her book's very, very lovely, very lovely. So these, kind of what has been found, personal experiences, the people, right? Amazingly illustrated books, like things like this are good. Things like this are tempting, but in execution are rarely good. So that's my thoughts on that. Man, what a good week though. What a good week. We also did the 30,000 subscriber Q&A, which is a lot of fun. You know, I love interacting with people. You know, one thing I saw that Theo, he cruised by 25,000 subscribers. Kyle over at World of Rockhounds went past 5,000. Everybody's doing these Q&As, and it's a lot of fun to like have kind of a more in-depth, I don't know, idea as to who these people are. You know, we all kind of chat, but it's cool to have that like that interaction and a little behind the scenes look at what people are doing. Well, I think we'll leave this one here, everybody. If you're not already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button down below. Go check out the website, currentlyrockhounding.com, and I will catch you on the next video.